Where is the Cambridge Circus held? That was the question asked to Jamal, a contestant in the popular game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The stakes were high. If he got this right, he would win 50 lakh rupees. But there was one little problem. Jamal was a nobody. He was just a tea seller who, forget Cambridge Circus, had not seen a single circus in his entire life. There was no way that he would get this right. But to everyone's surprise, when the host asked him this question, he gave the correct answer. Do you know how? Because one day while selling tea at a local call center, he chanced upon a map which showed that the Cambridge Circus is held in the city of London. A small observation, a really insignificant encounter, but the impact, big. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. How many of you have heard the story of a strong and powerful elephant who could do nothing but writhe in pain when a teeny tiny ant entered its trunk? Strange, right? Because the common notion is the bigger the size, the more impact it will have. The more complex a thing is, the more significant it is. But if all of this were really true, what about the smile that comes on your face when you see a message from an old friend? Or what about the sense of happiness that fills your heart when you have that super cheesy slice of pizza? Or what about that 1 millisecond that changes the fate of an athlete? Judging by the looks on all of your faces, I think it is safe to say that we all have had such not so significant encounters in our lives which later turn into significant memories. We all have experienced them, but we have never paid them any attention. So today, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about the impact of these little things in our lives. Spoiler alert, this is not going to be an inspirational talk, nor am I going to urge you to start assessing every little thing that happens in our lives. All I'm going to do is quote a few instances which will make you think and retrospect about these little joys that go unnoticed in this chaos of life. My first story is of a 16-year-old kid who was born and brought up in the Majuli district of Assam. When he came across the death of several snakes due to excessive heat and lack of trees, he decided to plant one seed every day in that treeless sandbar. He continued to do so for the next 30 years. Little did he know that one day those tiny seeds grew up into a huge forest of 1,300 acres. Jadav Payam, aka the Forest Man, was awarded with the prestigious Padma Shri Award for his little act of planting one seed every day. What does the story tell us? Little things can make big things happen. The seemingly mundane choices that we make in our everyday lives determines our path, and this path determines our success or our failure. So if you want to make a difference in the world, handle those little things with integrity. My second story is a personal incident from my college life. I was sitting in the library in my usual spot, trying really hard to solve a problem. The day thus far had not been very good. I had come out of a terrible class, had to prepare for the lab the next day, and had several assignments due. And there I was, stuck solving that stupid question, and it was taking me nowhere. All this chaos was suddenly interrupted with a gentle pat on my back. I turned. It was the cleaning lady. She came up to me and said, "I've seen you here quite often, and you always seem to have a smile on your face. Never let it go away." Strange, isn't it? I didn't know her, nor had I ever spoken to her, and neither did she know that I was having a bad day and how much I needed to hear those words to make my day. I sat there thinking, if a tiny gesture like a smile can catch a stranger's attention, imagine its impact on our loved ones. What does this incident tell us? Somewhere in our sphere of influence, someone is aching for encouragement. They don't need much, just a simple word, or hope, or an act of kindness. Of course, these things are easy to miss. After all, they are little. And in this fast-paced, chaotic culture, the newest and shiniest of toys can distract us from the things that really matter. However, just a little bit of extra effort is all that is needed. So what are you waiting for? From today, start exchanging smiles with the person sitting next to you on the bus. Start saying thank you when a cab driver drops you off at your home. Start appreciating the colleague who finishes his project on time. Start complimenting that friend who just got a new haircut. And most importantly, start applauding when a really nervous speaker finishes her speech. Back to you.